Hi, Mini Beanies, and welcome to our podcast. If you enjoy some of the songs you hear in our stories, then head to our YouTube channel. It's full of music videos so you can sing and dance along with us. They're lots of fun, and there's a lot of different dances and nursery rhymes too. Just head to youtube.com/@thebeanies. Now on with the show.
Hello, Mini Beanies. We are so glad to have you along for the Beanies Big Day Out. Did you hear the Beanies competing in the Car Olympics? No? Then go back and listen. On with the show.
Hi, Mini Beanies.
It's the Beanies here.
That means you're with
Laura,
Mim.
and Michael.
today we'll hear about witches and spells.
Ooh!
Get jinxed in a song.
And learn what a jinx actually is and how to play.
Are you ready, Mini Beanies?
Let's go.
Jinx! I jinxed you, you're jinxed, you can't talk, na 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 na. And while you're jinxed, I bet you want to hear a story, because what else are you going to do? Talk? Well, I guess it's only fitting to tell you about the first person ever to get jinxed. Once there was a little girl called Clara.
Hi, I'm Clara.
Clara had two mums, who she called Mama and Mum. But this wasn't the most interesting part. Her mums were witches. No, not evil witches. They were good witches and good mums. They were good at everything. At making sandwiches and making spaghetti and knowing which witch was which. Spelling. And they were especially good at being mums, except they couldn't get Clara to stop interrupting them.
Did you hear they're taxing cauldrons now?
Oh, goodness.
Hey, Mom. Where is my cat?
Clara, you must stop interrupting us.
Yes, Clara, if you don't stop...
But, Mom, where is it?
Clara will put a spell on you.
Oh, please.
Clara, if you don't calm down on the count of 3... 1, 2...
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Clara, we are not joking. Do we have to spell it out for you?
No more interrupting. Interrupt us no more.
And with that, sparkly magic smoke fell around Clara. It didn't hurt and she felt fine, except when she tried to ask what happened.
Now, each time you interrupt, you won't be able to speak until we say so.
Okay, you're off the hook.
Oh, phew. Clara tried to stop interrupting, but sometimes it was just too tricky. She had so many important things to say.
Oh, yes, and the political climate after Harvey Broomstein is just...
Mom!
The cat is...
Interrupt us no more.
Sometimes she tried to whisper her interruptions, so her mums wouldn't cast a spell on her.
And I said, not on my broom, what?
Mom!
Oh, Clara, interrupt us no more.
Clara decided there was only one way to stop being jinxed. She needed to figure out a way to interrupt politely.
Mom! How do I get your attention nicely so you don't jinx me?
Well, Clara, I'm glad you asked. Firstly, you wait until there's a gap in the conversation. Then you say, "Excuse me," and wait for someone to say, "Yes, Clara."
Got it.
And it wasn't long before Clara had something very important to say, and she knew it was time to try out her new polite way of interrupting.
On the way home this evening, I saw a witch hiker. There seems to be more and more around these days.
Yes. I have noticed a sudden influx of young witches being expelled. It is absolutely outrageous.
Now, don't fly off the handle.
Oh, yes, Clara?
Excuse me, Mama and Mum. I was just wondering, what's the best way to keep my hat pointy? Should I use a pencil sharpener?
No.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Clara, well done.
Yes, very good.
Clara's mums were so pleased to see that she'd stopped her interrupting ways that they decided it was time to remove the interrupting spell. But we all know that you can't reverse a spell once it's been cast. So they decided to cast another to change it. Just a little. Mama explained.
Now, Clara, every time you say the same thing as someone else at the same time, you won't be able to speak.
Until someone says your name, which happens all the time because Clara is such a beautiful name. We call it
A jinx. And the best part is, Clara, since you've learned so well from this spell, you'll be able to jinx people too. Just say,
Jinx.
Jinx!
Clara jinxed both her mums, and it was the best day ever.
The end. Close your eyes and wake your imagination.
And make a picture in your head of
A magic spell.
What does it look like? Is it big and black or light and glittery?
What does it sound like? Like twinkly twinkles or a big boom?
What does it smell like? Stardust or moondrops?
Well done, Mini Beanies. You made
A magic spell.
Now time for some music.
When you talk, you make sounds with your voice now. And if you're really clever, you can even whistle, sing. But there's one thing, one tiny thing that you gotta be careful of. We gotta be careful not to get jinxed. Jinx, 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 don't get jinxed. If you speak at the same time, you get jinxed. Let me out of the game, someone say my name, so I can get unjinxed. When you're jinxed, you can't talk till someone says your name. It's the one and only rule of the jinxing game. But there's one thing, one tiny thing you've gotta be careful of. You gotta be careful not to get jinxed. Jinx, 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 don't get jinxed. If you speak at the same time, you get jinxed. Let me out of the game, someone say my name, so I can get unjinxed. Jinx, 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 don't get jinxed. If you speak at the same time, you get jinxed. Let me out of the game, someone say my name, so I can get unjinxed.
Jinxing people sounds fun, but I still don't really get it. Maybe someone could explain to me how Jinx works one more time?
I know just the person.
Professor Know-It-All.
Jinx! Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, ah. What a fun game. But would you like to know how it works? Jinx is a very simple but very fun game. I'll need someone to help me explain. Michael? Sure, Professor. Michael, on 3, I want us both to say your favorite food. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spaghetti. Jinx! Ah, ah. You see, I have jinxed Michael, which means he can't talk again, along with the rest of you. But there is a way to get unjinxed. You just have to wait for someone to say your name. Like this. Laura.
Thank
Thanks, Professor. This game's fun. I think I'd like to jinx my little brother, mainly because he interrupts me all the time.
This is a good lesson. You must be careful not to interrupt other people when they're speaking. And if someone interrupts you, maybe you could jinx them too. All right, enough fun and games. Let's unjinx you all. Beanies!
Thanks, Professor.
Jinxing is fun. All right, let's get out of the car and go to the beach now.
Oh, no! Yes!
Gross, yeah.
Ew. Bye, Mini Beanies! Maybe next time we'll explore smells, stinkiness, and something very, very funny.
Can you guess what we'll be doing?
Make sure you listen to the next episode of the Beanies' Big Day Out to hear all about it.
Bye!
The Beanies' beautiful tunes were brought to you by The Beanies and the magnificent James Court. Ha, ha, ha.